Have you ever wondered why some women light up the room effortlessly, without trying? Why some seem unforgettable, not because of how they look, with perfect hair or a designer dress, but because of who they are? You've felt it, haven't you? That woman who walks in, silent yet magnetic, her presence lingering long after she's gone. Maybe it was a friend who listened without judgment, or a mentor whose calm steadied your storm. Their power wasn't loud, it was deep, rooted in something you couldn't name but longed to feel. I've been there too. Years ago, I chased approval, new outfits, forced smiles, thinking that made me enough. But the mirror showed a stranger, hollow despite the praise. Then I met Anna, 38, a single mom who glowed without effort. She'd lost her job, yet her kindness to others never wavered. Her secret? She wasn't perfect. She was real, in tune with her inner self. That's when it hit me. Being irreplaceable isn't about being flawless. It's about being so deeply connected to who you are that people feel your presence even when you're silent. This isn't about external validation, those fleeting likes or compliments that fade. It's about internal evolution, a journey to authenticity where your worth shines from within. You felt the tug of that emptiness, the pressure to perform. But here's the truth. You don't need to pretend. You're already on the path to becoming that unforgettable woman. In this video, we'll break down the 9 traits of a truly irreplaceable woman from the inside out, using real stories like Anna's, practical examples, and tools to embody that grounded, magnetic presence. Whether it's healing old wounds or setting boundaries, you'll walk away with a roadmap to your own irreplaceable self. So, take a deep breath, let your heart open, and let's step into this transformation together. What does it mean to be irreplaceable? You felt that pull to be unforgettable, but let's redefine what irreplaceable truly means. It's not about performative confidence, the kind where you force a smile or flaunt achievements to impress. It's emotional rootedness, a quiet power that flows from knowing your worth, not proving it. Picture a tree with deep roots, swaying but never breaking, its strength unseen yet undeniable. That's the irreplaceable woman, her presence felt without a word. This starts with understanding self-worth versus self-esteem. Self-esteem is fragile, built on others' praise, a promotion, a compliment, crumbling when the applause fades. Self-worth, though, is your inner anchor, a steady belief in yourself that doesn't need validation. Carl Jung called this journey toward wholeness, where you integrate all parts of yourself, the light and the shadow, into one authentic being. He said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, a call to shed the mask society hands you and embrace your inner archetypes, like the wise mother or the bold creator, unique to your soul." Culture pushes a different script. Be thin, be successful, be perfect. Expectations that leave you chasing an impossible ideal. But inner evolution is your rebellion, a return to who you were before the world shaped you. I remember a friend, Mia, 33, who quit a high-flying job to teach yoga, defying family pressure. Her rootedness came not from their approval, but from aligning with her truth. That's irreplaceable, a presence that shines because it's real, not rehearsed. You're on this path if you feel that tug to be more than society's mold. Stay with me as we uncover the 9 traits that build this irreplaceable you, rooted in stories and tools to guide your evolution. 9 traits of an irreplaceable woman. Trait 1. Emotional openness without oversharing. She knows how to be vulnerable without collapsing into others, sharing her heart with grace, not dumping her burdens. Meet Lila, 34, a therapist who once spilled every fear to a friend, leaving her drained and the friendship strained. One day, she shared a single truth, "I'm scared of failing," and paused, letting the moment breathe. Her friend listened, and their bond deepened. This reflects emotional intelligence. Vulnerability builds trust when it's intentional. Practice this. Before sharing, ask, "Does this serve connection or just unload me?" Feel the power of selective openness, strengthening your irreplaceable presence. Trait 2. Self-respect over approval. She says no, even when it's hard, and it earns her respect. Sarah, 39, a manager, always took on extra tasks to please her team. One day, she declined a last-minute request, her voice shaking. Her team admired her stance, and her workload lightened. Psychologically, this builds self-efficacy, believing in your right to boundaries. Try saying no with kindness but firmness, noting how respect grows. This trait roots your irreplaceability in self-honor. Trait 3. Calm confidence. A quiet, grounded presence that commands attention without noise. Aisha, 28, entered meetings silently, her steady gaze drawing focus. Colleagues leaned in, sensing her strength. This stems from self-assurance, not arrogance. Practice deep breathing before speaking. Let your calm radiate, making you unforgettable. Trait 4. Sacred boundaries. Her yes means something because her no has value. Nadia, 36, set a rule: no work emails after 7 p.m. Her family cherished her presence, and her clarity soared. Boundaries foster self-respect. Reflect weekly on your limits. Enforce them to amplify your irreplaceable energy. Trait 5. Inner beauty rituals. Not to impress, but to honor herself daily. Priya, 42, swapped makeup for morning stretches, feeling alive in her skin. This nurtures self-love. Create a ritual, journaling or tea, celebrating your essence, not appearances. Trait 6. Connection to inner child. She's healed her wounds and doesn't project them onto others. Emma, 35, wrote to her younger self, forgiving past neglect and stopped blaming her partner. Jung's integration heals this. Write a letter to your inner child. Listen, heal, and feel your presence deepen. Trait 7. Authenticity over image. No mask, no performance. She is who she is everywhere. Tara, 40, stopped hiding her quirks at work, earning genuine admiration. Authenticity builds trust. Drop one pretense daily. Notice how your real self shines. Trait 8. Depth in conversations. She can hold silence. She can ask powerful questions. She listens. Maria, 33, asked a friend, "What's your biggest dream?" Their talk transformed their bond. Active listening fosters connection. Practice pausing. Ask one deep question daily to enrich your presence. Trait 9. She lives with meaning. There's a deeper why behind what she does, and it's magnetic. Layla, 45, left finance for charity work, her purpose drawing others in. Meaning drives fulfillment. Reflect on your why. Align your actions to it, radiating irreplaceability. Let's step into a story that might echo your own, a journey from burnout to rebirth. Meet Sarah, 38, a corporate manager who seemed to have it all: a corner office, a packed calendar, and a smile that hid the weight she carried. For years, she lived to please, saying yes to every demand, staying late to impress, performing for approval. She thought it made her irreplaceable. But beneath that facade, she was crumbling. The moment of collapse. One Friday night, it hit. After a grueling week of meetings and a last-minute presentation, Sarah sat in her car, hands trembling, tears streaming. Her phone buzzed with more requests: her boss, her team, her family, all needing her. She'd skipped meals, ignored her aching back, and silenced the voice begging for rest. Suddenly, her chest tightened, her breath shallow. She couldn't move. That was her collapse, a silent scream in a parking lot. The moment her body said, "No more." She'd burned out, not from work alone, but from people-pleasing, from tying her worth to what she did. In that darkness, she realized the performance had stolen her. The inner journey. Sarah's rebirth began with a step inward. She sought therapy, hesitant at first, but her counselor guided her to face the fear of being enough without doing. Solitude became her sanctuary. She'd sit by her window, letting silence unravel her thoughts, grieving the years lost to others' expectations. Then came creativity. One day, she found an old sketchbook, her hands shaky as she drew a tree, its roots deep, its branches free. That sketch unlocked something. Hours turned to days of painting, each stroke a release. She reconnected with the girl who once dreamed, not performed. Therapy taught her self-compassion. Solitude gave her space to listen. Creativity healed her soul. This was her inner evolution, a shedding of the persona Jung spoke of, integrating her true self. The rebirth. Months later, Sarah emerged transformed. She scaled back at work, saying no with grace, and her team respected her boundaries. Her family noticed. Her laughter returned, not forced but real. A colleague, Mark, once focused on her output, now valued her quiet wisdom, asking her thoughts over coffee. Her partner, too, saw her anew, not the achiever, but the woman who painted trees and shared her fears. They loved her for who she was, not what she did. At a company event, she stood tall, not in a power suit, but in her own skin, her presence magnetic. People felt her, not her resume. This was irreplaceability, rooted in authenticity, not applause. Sarah's story is yours if you felt that burn. Her rebirth, your possibility. Final lesson, becoming her. You've walked with Sarah through her collapse and rebirth, seen the traits that make a woman irreplaceable from within. Now, hear this truth that can change everything. You don't have to earn worth. You are worthy now. Not tomorrow, not after the next achievement, but right this moment, as you are, flaws, dreams, and all. The world has told you to prove yourself, to perform, but your value isn't a prize to chase. It's a gift you already hold, waiting to be claimed. Your 3 steps to remember. Start with journaling. Grab a pen and ask, what does my soul need today? Let the words flow, unjudged, reconnecting you to that inner voice. Next, practice boundaries. Say no to one thing this week, even if it trembles on your lips. Feel the freedom as you honor your limits, like Sarah did. Finally, try mirror affirmations. Look into your eyes each morning and say, I am enough. It might feel awkward, but watch how that seed of self-love grows. These steps aren't about perfection. They're about remembering who you are before the world shaped you. Authentic, irreplaceable. This journey isn't about forcing yourself to be unforgettable. It's about being so real that being forgotten is impossible. Imagine that. Your presence, your laughter, your truth leaving a mark that lingers. Sarah found this when she painted, not for praise, but for her soul. You'll find it too, in the quiet moments you choose yourself. So, take this lesson forward. Stop performing, start remembering. Like, comment below with one step you'll try, and share this with a woman who needs to hear she's enough. Subscribe to join this community of women rising into their worth, and hit the bell for more stories of transformation. Close your eyes now, see that golden dawn, feel that amber warmth. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to the irreplaceable woman you've always been. Don't try to be unforgettable. Be so real that being forgotten is impossible.